Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, or whatever time of day you're listening to this. Welcome back to Dad Tales Podcast. I am Leon, father to Ava who is 7 and Noah who is 5.
And my name's Andy and I'm a dad to 3 girls, Ellie who's 21, Lex who's 15 and Andy who's 8. So together we're going to take a light-hearted look at parenting from a dad's point of view. We hope you enjoy. Good evening, Leon.
Good evening, Andy.
Happy Dad Tales Day.
Happy Dad Tales Day, my friend.
How are you?
I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm all right.
How's your week been?
Well, before we get started, I want to just talk about the elephant in the room. And no, that's not you.
I know, put weight on.
That's not you. The fact that your fly's undone.
My pockets are turned out.
I want to talk about your appearance on local radio.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Where was my invite? Like, you need to know that you cannot do these things without me. I can't believe you just ditched me and just thought, yeah, I'm just going to become a local celebrity.
The worst thing is, it was like every hour, on the hour, every hour, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, it's news, isn't it?
Oh, man.
There's no else happening, is there?
Because when you told me, I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So then I jumped in the car, and then I just got back in the car, and it was like, I am Leon. I was like, it sounded my own voice.
I thought it was good. I honestly thought it was good. I was slightly disappointed that you didn't say, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I was tempted to try and shoehorn Dad Tales at some point and go, Dad Tales podcast, end of.
Yeah, just
new slide.
Subliminally message it to people. Yeah.
The new slide, Dad Tales podcast.
Yeah, that would work. So apart from being a local celeb on radio, how's your week been?
It's been all right up until Friday. So I was having a little mosey on good week.
Friday, things go wrong.
Yeah, we had not a COVID scare, but we had to, one person in the household had to go get a test done because there was coughing a little bit. So to save the wider public, we did the right thing, went for a test.
Does it just sort of not just give you a nudge to say it's still there and thereabouts?
Well,
this COVID
that's the thing I've learned this week. COVID is annoying.
Yeah.
It has really annoyed me this week.
Yeah.
I know I'm doing this a bit early. Me thing I've learned this week. I'm putting it at the beginning. Not putting it in the end. I'm putting it in because, like you say, I wouldn't say we've got relaxed with it because we're all completely aware we know what we're doing and what we should and shouldn't be. But it was just like, oh God, what a pain.
Doesn't it feel like, I don't want to talk about COVID much, but doesn't it feel like though we've got into a bit more normality quite quick?
Yeah, well, we say we're in normality. We're in normality with fear. Like, we've been tooting along for the last few months, unlocking little bits and bobs. And this last set of unlocks, it seems to be like hey, here we go. And it's like, we're on like a cliff face, as in like, right, we've got a parachute strapped to our back. We'll find out when we're falling down cliff. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like. It feels like we've just jumped off and gone, right, how's this parachute? Well, we'll know when we need to pull the rip guard.
I love your analogies.
That's what it feels like to me. Because, like, do you know the Indian variant and stuff?
So what are you then? Are you the person or are you the parachute? Are you the cliff?
No, I'm the person in society. The parachute is the vaccine and stuff. As it works, has it not worked? Are we good to go?
And the cliff is the future.
Oh, the cliff is just the thing that's in the way. That's the COVID. I've got away from it if not. But yeah, I don't know. I was looking forward to the changes that was afoot because obviously in work and stuff it meant things were unlocked for me a little bit better. But which work side of things, no problems. It's right. We've been here on that t-shirt. It's just the whole government uncertainty. It's like they go, here you go, here's a big lollipop, but I'm not taking wrapper off.
Boom, 3.5 minutes in, we've got 2 awesome analogies. Oh, man.
Don't you feel like that?
Well, I do, but I worry that you shouldn't be accepting lollipops from people.
From Boris?
Boris offers you a lolly, do I accept it? Not one bit.
Right.
Right, let's get into this week's topic.
Straight in. We're not doing what you've done this week, no?
No.
Let's go.
It's just been wet.
Yeah, it has been wet.
I've done much. Oh, well, I should say, so this goes out on Thursday.
Yeah.
So I did my comedy gig on Monday.
Oh, yeah, behind the curtain. So you're getting ready to do your comedy gig. You've not done your comedy gig, but by the time this goes out, we've done the comedy gig, and it was absolutely amazing. 5 stars.
Well, I'll tell you what, right? We'll do 2 parts to this.
Okay.
We'll do one that it went really well.
Yeah.
And then one that it could have been better.
Okay.
And then we'll just cut what is that?
Yeah. Andy was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, it went really well. I can't believe how many people love a knock-knock joke.
I know. so funny. I don't know how you think of these jokes because unbelievable.
I know, I don't know, just some of life's little stories.
I know, brilliant. I've got to say, if you've not heard Andy, jump across to YouTube, get following him. Where can people follow you for your actual stand-up? Not the dad sales avenues. Where can we follow you actually for you, Mr. Lehman?
You can search YouTube, Andy Lehman stand-up comedy. It's on there. I'm hoping, things are back opening up, all joking aside, to get back out and start gigging it, doing some bits and pieces. It's just, as much as it scares me to death, it's good to push your boundaries, isn't it?
I'll put my t-shirt on that says, I'm Andy's friend.
Yeah.
I'm with Andy.
Yeah. Please laugh.
Yeah. That's my signs I put up.
I like that. I like them signs.
If not, if I want there to have people to laugh, I don't think there'd be much laughter.
So it went really well. Or it went really well.
It went really well.
It went really well, yeah.
You've done the cut. We've done the edit and the cut. It went really well in there.
All right, yeah. Good.
Woo.
Yeah. Right, go on then, straight in. This week's topic, what are we talking about?
So this week's topic, we asked the kids, what question would you like to know the answer to? I thought, where's this going to go? Because obviously we've got kids that are all different ages. We should get some gold nuggets from this sort of thing. Because even for myself, have you got some questions you want to know the answer to, you don't know the answer to?
Without going too deep, I suppose, because we're obviously a little bit older than our children.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think a little bit wiser.
Mm.
I'd like to, there's certain things I'd like to know the answer to. Go on, what have you got? I don't know where I'm going with that.
I'm looking at it and say, what are you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, it's like one of them things going like, when you go to a fair and there's a jar, it's like, how many sweets are in this jar? That's what I want to know the answer to. So I win them sweets.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, you want like some sort of superpower where if you say, I want to answer that, you know the answer to that.
Yeah. So if somebody asked you, if somebody said, how many blades of grass are on that field? You just go, there's 6 million.
Mm. I don't really like that skill.
No, I don't think I do, actually. It's a bit of a know-it-all, aren't you?
Yeah. Like, here he comes, Mr. Grass Counter.
Here he comes.
To be fair, you could say there's 1,356 blades. Prove me wrong.
Yeah. I got on quizzes there, won't I?
Yeah, but then when you just take the fun out of actually quizzing, because the whole thing is...
You Google it.
Yeah, no, but you are a computer.
You hide your phone and you Google it. Not that I've ever done that, a quiz.
No, I love a quiz. Love a quiz.
Strangely enough, I'll go straight in, because within that, it's very similar to what Andy's answer was. So Andy's answer, she wants to know the times table.
Right.
So if anybody ever said to her, Andy, what's 8 times 8? She just goes, 64.
Is 64?
8 times 8.
Yeah, I'm just testing you. Right, so one thing I love about this podcast is we always say we want to do something, or we always think we come across things. The kids say, I'd love to be able to do that. Like at one point, it was you want to play the ukulele. There's nothing stopping us.
Don't scratch that itch.
Sorry, there's nothing stopping us. We say with Andy, we want to learn timetables. Nothing stopping her.
Yeah.
Because when we did superpowers, we came across things. It was like, well, you can do that.
Yeah, like learn a different language.
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah. You do it.
And that's one of them where I'm like, oh. So she's opened a can to say, there you go. You want to do that? Let's do it together as a family. Let's learn it.
She knows what 8 times 8 is.
Does she?
Yeah, because I told her.
All right. Do you know, I learned a rhyme for the 8 times 8.
Right. Stand back, people. Make a circle. Right. Let's have this.
This is where.
Hang on. Gold.
This is where I ruin it and get it wrong.
I don't doubt you for a second, but it's what
right. It's I ate and I ate until I was sick on the floor. 8 and 8, 64. Sick on the floor.
It's not the 8 times table, though, is it? You
no,
just know
I didn't say that. I said, I know a rhyme to know what 8 times 8 is.
You said, I know to do a rhyme for the 8 times table.
For 8, well, I meant 8 times 8. I ate and ate until I was sick on the floor.
Why don't you just know 8 times 8 is 64?
Hey, my daughter told me that. I love it. Let me try to figure out other ones.
All right, so we could just figure out them all for rhymes.
But that's the key. That's the key to learning, isn't it? It's rhythms and rhymes, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose. So what's 9 times 9? 81.
Yeah.
9 times 9 will kick you up the bum. It's number 81.
Yeah, it didn't work.
There you go. It's better than yours.
Yeah, that's great.
So
anyway, I learned that this week, though, by the way.
Brilliant. Go on, what did Ava get?
And so Ava asked, who invented electricity? So she wanted to know who invented electricity. We all know it's
It's,
Well, Andy?
it was Mr. Electric.
No, it wasn't. It was Thomas Edison.
Oh, yeah, that's him. Yeah. AKA Mr. Electric.
Yeah.
Me and Tommy go back way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him as, we just call him Mr. E, basically.
Yeah, brilliant. So then we started talking about electricity and stuff, and obviously I was explaining to like there's only so many types of natural electricity, like thunder and lightning. That's natural, and then static electricity is a natural phenomenon.
Static electricity is awful. That's what
Which makes my hair stand up, get a little shock. But yeah, it's everything else we have to harness it with a circuit, don't we? So then we just had a nice little discussion about that. So I enjoyed that bit of science discussion.
Right.
Good.
So again, that's another question, isn't it? Where you can find that stuff.
Yeah. So she could find that out.
Yeah. So it's not something that's out of her realms of going, oh, you know, why is that bird flying? Why do birds fly?
Get away from predators.
Why can't they walk really fast? Why don't they have like a beak? They can just batter predators. See, these are all questions that need to be answered.
I don't get. You're more intelligent than me, but sometimes I question this. Right, what else did your kids have?
Right, so Lexi, when I asked Lexi, she was unsure. So we had a bit of a conversation about why people get ill.
Yeah.
So he said, well, why do people get ill? And then you've got all that suffering and pain and stuff like that. When, you know, if somebody is going to die, why can't they just die?
Yeah.
Why do you have to have all the pain and the suffering to go with it? And I suppose that goes with a lot of stuff. Why is there so much pain and suffering in the world? It's one of them questions that obviously there isn't, Google it. There isn't an answer for it, is there?
Did you Google it?
No.
No, okay.
No. But yeah, so
deep, that one.
Deep, isn't it?
That is deep.
Deep. We're going to go deeper. So
we're deeper.
We're going to go deeper.
Get some tissue.
We always go a bit deep, don't we? Worries
I don't like it deep.
I don't like it deep. I'm a shallow kind of guy.
Pack it in.
Okay. Again, it's just one of the things that provokes a lot of discussion in it, but without trying to get like upset about stuff.
Yeah.
It's an interesting concept in it. Of
for someone Lex's age, it's like a conversation that can be had.
Yeah.
Whereas little Andy, it's a bit too deep for little Andy. Was she there? Obviously.
Yeah, Andy was there, and I think that's probably why we didn't push it any further. Yeah, it was just one of them things. It was quite nice to kind of brush over, and it was interesting what a thought process was with it. And it is one of them questions that, if you really could know anything,
why is
the smaller ones want to know things that they want to know.
Yeah.
Again, because we're that little bit older, we want to know things that possibly can't be answered.
Yeah.
But they'd be the kind of questions that I'd like to know. Yeah. What did Noah have?
So Noah asked, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Brilliant question.
So we had a little discussion about it. Obviously, it was like, I played the old joke, what do you think? And he went, chicken. And I went, well, then who laid the egg? The chicken did. Well, yeah, but what came about the egg? The chicken did. So we're around the circles that one. So we asked Alexa. We said, Alexa, what came first, the chicken or the egg? And after this really long-winded she went on with, she said it was the egg.
Blue moon.
Yeah, blue moon.
So Alexa said the egg came first.
Yeah, so she said it was an evolution that some animal gave birth to a chicken egg that then produced a chicken, and over time then that produced another version of a chicken. So we got to a point where we've bred a chicken, then it's been evolutionally sound.
Isn't that still somebody having to lay the egg though? You won't get like a bear laying a chicken egg, would you? And then going, all right, the eggs come first. Oh, suddenly there's a chicken inside a bear.
The question was, what came first, the chicken or the egg? So prior to that, there's been some sort of lizard that potentially
a lizard gave birth to a chicken.
Well, I bet they're not far off. Like lizards and chickens, I bet they're not far off. Like dinosaurs and stuff like that.
This is going to keep me up at night. This
because everything comes from the next thing, doesn't it? So it's just an evolution change, and then that change was workable for evolution. That it then reproduced again. Whereas if that chicken had come out and couldn't survive like that, it's dead, gone. We won't see that again for millions of years.
I love where these questions go.
Well, yeah, so Alexa says it was the egg. So we'll put that debate that's been going on for eons to bed because Alexa says. And Alexa's right.
We can close that, can't we?
Yeah. I think we need to get out to the masses and tell people. Alexa said it's the egg. Stop talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that girl. She knows her stuff.
She annoys me. I was shouting at him. He's like, why are you shouting at her? Because she's not doing as I asked. I just put Radio 5 Live on. I can't find that. I don't understand that command. What are you asking me for? Because I want to listen to football.
Hell no.
She does very
She's not here. She's not here. Calm yourself down. In fact, she's into her room.
She's probably going, what you saying?
Yeah.
What else did you get from your kids then?
Right, so from Ellie, I got, again, you know how Ellie comes with her. So we asked her the question. She said, I need some time to think about this. So she comes back with, she wanted to know who decided what time was to begin with. So
my mind just blew up then.
So she says, obviously, way back, they had no concept of time with no clocks or watches. So who suddenly decided it was 12 o'clock?
Do you know what? I'm with her on this. Because, like, who decided that 24 hours is a day as a concept? Who decided it was 60 minutes in an hour? Because it could have gone, it's 50 minutes, we've now got 25 hours.
Yeah. Or 1 minute is a day.
What?
Well, if I said to you 1 minute's a day, you go, well, that's only 60, 1 minute, 60 minutes, 60, 1 minute, 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Have another time.
Yeah, but that concept is still the same concept, no matter what you call it.
Yeah, that's what
so
I'm saying.
The name of it's irrelevant. It's the fact that someone's put the mathematics together for it to divide into them equals, because they could have quite easily gone, we'll have less minutes in an hour, and we now have 25 hours in a day.
Yeah.
But the term minutes, hours, that's irrelevant, because that's just like Spanish or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So how did you decide that, all right, that's the time?
Yeah, there's 60 seconds in a minute, there's 60 minutes in an hour, and there's now 20, why in the 60 hours in a day?
Do you think that when it got dark, they just went, we'll go to sleep now?
I think that's just an apex predator type thing, isn't it? It's just natural to rest while less
Who
things
said
less things are moving.
Why aren't we one of these nocturnal animals?
Because we can't see in the dark for a start.
It's because you're not eating carrots.
Tell that to the kid, man.
Eat carrots and you'll be all right.
The other thing as well that I've always wondered about, we go back 2,000 years, the calendar started, we use the calendar in year 2021, 2021. So you have BC before Christ. Like, why? Why can't we just gone, right, we know 30,000 years ago man started, so let's just work from there and work back. And we're actually in the year 40, 50 something.
Yeah, it's like when they say, oh, we've got the wettest May on record. The record's only gone on 30 years. So somebody's just gone, actually, we best note this down, because in future years we're going to know, we need to know that in 1973, in May, it was sunny. Because
I can tell you, at some point, it was a lot wetter when Noah had to build his ark and put the animals on it.
Yeah, it was
definitely. That's got to be the wettest on record.
But that wasn't on record, you see, was it? Because
no, it is. It's on record. It's in the bloody Bible. It's been recorded.
That book.
Just someone decided not to make no reference to it.
Yeah.
Poor reference in there.
It just wasn't detailed enough, was it?
On the year.
Depth and inches. You know, we know that there was a lot of water. There was a lot of animals. I mean, he did well for them animals not to eat each other as well.
I'm going to say, he did well to get animals from different continents as well on the same boat. That's impressive.
Yeah, but he's got a boat. He travels, isn't he?
Well, picked him up one way.
Did he fall off end of Earth?
I don't know.
Is it flat or
deep? Deep.
Do you know what the interesting thing about this is? I did a bit of research on this, and children at about 3-year-old start asking questions. And the average question, do you want to have a guess of how many questions a child at 3-year-old would ask?
50?
It's actually 73.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Is that because when you say, can you just not do that? And go,
why? Is that a question? Why? The question I used to ask when I was 2 years, I was like, where's my dinner? Where's my breakfast? Where's my food? I'm hungry.
As you got out of bed. So I looked at some other questions as well. And some of these questions were what I would have thought the kids would have asked.
See, I've got more from the kids.
Yeah, so go on.
So before I get to them ones and see if there's any that come across.
Yeah.
So the other one we got from the kids was, who was the first person on Earth? So same to the chicken and egg, who was the first human version that came? So, because after we had the chicken and egg conversation, obviously we understood about we're going through evolution and stuff. So we talked about we evolved from we did. From primates and stuff like that.
Allegedly.
But who was the first one that was able to speak? Like, who's the first Neanderthal?
I think it's you sometimes.
Take that back. No, but who's the first one to then go, right, that's the classification now? Because there must have been a crossover point where they go, no, that's still primate, that's human. Because there's a definition between us, like you wouldn't have us in the zoo, would you? So the must like they want to know who was defined the first person, because that K something in there, K2 or whatever it was called. They've got like a footprint that goes back to like before humans should be on Earth, and they can see her footprints, and she's like running, and it's like they can see a stride of a gate and how fast she can run. She can run really fast, like 70 miles an hour. Stupid. I don't think he was that fast.
Do you know what? Just thinking then, you sound really intelligent. I like what you know, kind of what you're talking about. And my head is just thinking, at what point did they go, I need to cover my bits up here?
True. Yeah, no, I know when that came out. that was when Adam and Eve ate the apple. And then God said, now you're going to have shame or something on it. So prior to that, they walked around in all the glory. And then the snake talked Adam into eating the apple. And he said, that's it. Out you go to the garden and you're going to feel shame, so they don't want to cover themselves up.
Was it the snake? Oh, his snake.
He had to cover his snake up.
Oh, right.
But yeah, it's something like that. It's been a long time since I've read the Bible. I've been left school for many, many years. But it's something to do with the snake told Adam to eat the apple. He ate the apple, and because of that, prior to that, in the garden, they had no shame, or that's it, they had no shame. And when they were banished from the Garden of Eden, shame was part of their punishment.
Right, Adam and Eve sorted. What else have you got?
They want to know how old Santa is.
Ooh.
Now, you can ask Alexa this, and she does tell you, but I can't remember what it was. So Alexa gives you an age for Santa, because obviously it comes from the old Saint Nick, doesn't it? The actual patron saint of present giving from Turkey, whatever it was. He's from Turkey, wasn't he?
I have no idea. He don't look like he's from Turkey.
Have you read a book in your life?
Not a good one.
He lived in Turkey. He used to give presents. He was like some sort of, I want to say a priest, but I don't think he was a priest. But then he like sort of then left and went.
Did he wear a big red suit?
It was green. Do you know why they wear factoid? Woo, get some facts out. Do you know why he wears a red suit? He used to wear green. Do you know why he wears a red suit?
No, Leon, I have no idea why he wears a red suit.
Because of marketing and Coca-Cola. They were the first person to wear a red suit, and ever since then he's worn a red suit. It's all down to Coca-Cola.
Wow,
unbelievable, that, isn't it?
It's the power of marketing, isn't it?
It is. So ever since they did the, I don't know what, 19, it was like 1919 or something like that. It was like just after First World War. They'd like some sort of thing and put him in a red suit, and then boom, maybe a bit later than that. But anyway, it's all down to Coca-Cola why he wears a red suit.
Wow, so if Dr. Pepper was more powerful than Coca-Cola,
he'd wear a bit of a darker red.
Like a burgundy.
Yeah.
Right.
So good fact that, isn't it? It's a good one.
I'm absolutely blown over by that.
I'll check that before I put it out to make sure it's right. So I did check this fact out, and I was completely wrong. It's actually an urban myth that Coca-Cola started the whole red thing with Santa. There's a whole other explanation. If you'd like to find out the other explanation, please Google it. And then the other one is, how do you find the map that tells you where Santa lives? There's like a follow-up from that.
It lives in like
North Pole.
Yeah. Is it Greenland? Lapland. Yeah.
Because have you seen Christmas Chronicles?
I think so, yeah.
With, I want to say Mel Gibson, but it's not Mel Gibson. And then there's a second one. Have you seen that one?
Yes, I have. I've seen it, yeah.
And that one, where they're at the North Pole, aren't they? But they can't get through because you can't see, because the Aurora Borealis is actually like a shield that they can't get into it. Do you know the Northern Lights?
I don't remember very little about films. And it blows my mind that people can just recollect stuff like that from films. I'll just go, yeah, I remember the Saved Christmas at the end. It was quite good. I don't remember anything.
Christmas Chronicles, right? Film, both of them are good.
Yeah, I can't remember the guys.
Yes, there was the questions the kids asked. Quite thought-provoking. Some of them, all the who was the first person, chicken, the egg. And then we got a bit more fun with the Santa.
This is one I think we could definitely do again. You know, we say this about some other stuff, but this, because, you know, if we asked this, I mean, it's strange that they've asked Christmas questions at this time of year. I could understand them if it was in December and was doing this.
My kids are obsessed by Santa and stuff. Seriously. Even to the point where they're still wearing Christmas pajamas now.
Yeah, to be fair, Andy has some Christmas pajamas that she still wears. Right, so questions I looked up, which were popular questions that children wanted to know, were, why does our neighbour look different? I don't really know what's sort of behind that. Why do they look different? you know, people, I suppose, within your household, you kind of know, and you go, right, I know that's mum, that's my dad, that's whoever. Well, my neighbour looks different to me. They've got different coloured hair, or they've got, you know, no teeth, or I don't know. Anyway, why is the sky blue?
Do you know?
Right.
Go on.
In it because it reflects off like the sea,
I don't
the
know.
ocean. Something to do with it.
No, I was going to say that leads to one of my questions, right? I've always, it's like I think it is like a proper philosophy question out there. But how do I know that the blue I see is the same as blue you see? We've just been taught that that is blue, so we're both associated as blue. So like we look at a wall, it's yellow. Now that yellow might be a different yellow to what I see, but we've been taught that that shade is a yellow shade. So no matter what, so you got the colour spectrum, we always associate that's that. How do you know I ain't seeing black while you're seeing yellow, but we just know to call it that colour because that's what we've been taught?
Wow.
I've always wanted to know it, but obviously that's one of those questions you can't get the answer.
I feel like you've been lied to.
No, it's just like, how do I know? Like I said, the old, if a tree falls in the wood and no one hears it, does it make a noise?
Does a bear have a crap? It does, doesn't it?
I hope it craps. I'm bummed up, man. Get bellyache. Yeah, since I was younger, I've always known that. And that's quite similar. Why is the sky blue? But is that the same blue as I'm seeing?
So then everything you see that you think is blue is really orange.
Yeah, because I've been taught that that spectrum of blue is blue. But I mean, what we are seeing could be the same. We know it's blue because we know to call it blue because we've been taught that that's colour blue. But actually, what we're seeing is what I see is orange, technically. Deep in it, deep that.
I'm going to cry. Why does it snow?
Yeah.
We've talked about weather before. It gets boring.
Yeah,
Let's skip over that.
I want to know why we have so much different weather. Like what's the difference between snow, hail, and sleet? Isn't it just all frozen water?
Yeah.
Like fog and what's the other fog? There's thick fog and mist. Oh, it's mist and fog in it. What's the? I can't see. End of.
Is it to do with the oceans though? How the oceans work?
Come on, I've been talking about what I think things.
I have no idea. I'm just literally guessing. I'm sure it's something to do with the oceans, which I've always thought. Well, we go up into space, but we've like literally searched 1% of the ocean.
Oh yeah, it does mad in that.
So I don't understand. There could be loads of good stuff down there.
Yeah. Like
or has it been discovered and they're just not saying anything?
What, like Atlantis, the hidden city, because that was buried because we did something wrong.
What's that place in America that you're not allowed to go to? Area 52, Area 51. It's exactly like that. Right, hang on. So I've got 3 questions here that I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Right. So let's role play it. So your dad.
Hi, Mum.
No, I'm going to be your little boy.
Okay.
Dad. How much? So, right, before we get into this, so you've got to answer as if you're the dad. Okay. As if you're giving your son.
Yeah, okay.
Me.
I get the concepts.
Right. Dad.
I don't need the voice.
How much salt is in the ocean?
Lots.
Is that what you say?
There's some big whales out there.
Lots of whales. All right, Dad, that's interesting. Why does it rain?
It rains because the heat, the sun casts something to the water evaporates, goes up, gets caught in cloud formations. Because it's a bit dense up there and a bit cooler, it then turns into cloud, it then disperses. There's like a cycle, but I don't really think it's out. Alexa!
See, the thing is, obviously, depending on how old your children are, you could literally say anything here.
Oh, I can remember, I'm sure I asked my mum and dad a question to me. They must have just gone, it's blue, Leon, go away type thing. Because I then went, yeah, it's blue, innit? No. It's like on Waterboy. Do you know he goes, why are alligators unhappy? Because they've got all them teeth and no toothbrush. That's what his mum told him. It's actually because of the oobla oblongata, which is in the brain.
You know some proper weird stuff.
I listen. That's my problem. To be fair, I absorb things I don't need to know, but when I do actually need to know something, I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, I can't remember that. Right, final question, Dad.
Go on.
How are babies made?
So you go to the doctor, and the doctor puts a baby inside mummy's belly. You got to ask the doctor, and the doctor then does like a series of questions. Says, "Are you okay to have a child? Are you allowed a child?" type thing.
I don't think I've ever learned as much on one of these podcasts as I learned today. Although in about 10 minutes I'll have forgotten.
Oh yeah.
So sky's orange. You think it's orange?
No. Don't say that, because that's not. People go, "What? They don't think sky is orange." No, I think it's blue. But I just wonder if you see a different colour to me.
Well, what colour do you see?
I see blue. But I've been told that's blue from my childhood. Have you got any questions that you want to know the answer to? You personally? Because I've got one that's quite deep. And it's not. Do I see different colours to you? But I've always wanted to know the purpose and the meaning of life, and I don't want to go down the deeper thing. But why are we that's survived, and then there's nothing else within our galaxy Milky Way? Because obviously the Big Bang occurred. How are we so lucky? Like what? Why?
We don't know that we are the only people, though, do we? There might be other forms out there.
There will be, and I think it's mathematically impossible that we're the only thing. There must be some sort of, whether it be an amoeba, something like that, or some
like a lizard that lays chicken eggs.
Yeah, some simple concept of life. There's got to be something else out there. But like, if you think of how advanced we are and how advanced we've come in such a short space of time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
We had a good run up. It took us a long time to actually get to going. But once we got to the 80s, by heck, did we
it's that internet like.
did we progress?
Once that Google came, we knew what we was doing.
But yeah, like obviously everything was a bit slow. We was hitting each other with sticks. Then we developed an atomic bomb. It's still a bit wary on how we do this sort of thing. Now we can pretty much destroy the Earth from the other side of the planet without even having to leave your house. We've come a long way.
We have. I don't think there's anything in particular that I want to. I think, I don't know, I probably, as I've got older, those philosophy questions are interesting. But to go down the route of like, why we're here, I don't know. And I don't think anybody does. So I just think, why do I need to waste my time thinking about it? I think I'm here for a good time. Not here for a long time.
I'm here for a good time.
I'm just here because I'm here. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Is there a plan for us? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm like saying, what's the bigger picture? Like, because there's people come and gone. There's going to be people come and go after us. So like, and there's like,
or is there? Or is it just when you've gone, the Earth starts again?
Well, this is another thing that when I was younger, I used to think like you go through like levels of the game, like, you know, so when you get to the end, you're like bing, level 2, and you start again, but you come out as something different. And you obviously have a different, like, do you know people think they're born again type thing?
Yeah.
That I think that's like Matrix crossover type thing. They've not completely wiped the memory store. They've got a little bit of left over. Because we could easily be in a Matrix.
We could. I don't know. We could be. Just say, don't know that. Is that when you sort of meet the end and you go through the tunnel and you see the light at the end, is that the birth canal?
Starting again?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's deep. Because, yeah, what if there is something after? And this is like a test, like a purgatory type thing. We're in limbo waiting to see if we're worthy or not to go to the next place. Wherever we're up or down.
Up or down. I know where I'm headed.
Which arrow are you pushing? Upwards or the down arrow?
I know which one I'm pushing, whether it's going to go in that direction.
No, son, you're off that way, mate.
Yeah. Think again, big lad. Think again. Right, this week's challenge, Leon. You were set a challenge for the week. So Andy set you the challenge to draw a picture each.
Yeah.
But you could only use 3 colours.
Yeah.
Per picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could have red, blue, yellow.
Yeah.
No, could have green. Yeah.
We absolutely love this, by the way.
All right.
We really enjoyed it. We all got around the table. Loved it. It was good. And I like these challenges because I think they are bringing us. It's not that we don't do now, because like today I've been playing football. The kids been to park, took cones, took balls, done like drills and soccer bits and things. We do that all the time. But it's like we're doing things that we wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
So like I've got a challenge coming up for you, which we'll know about in a bit. It's just those sort of things where I think that's great. It's something that we've never done before. And it's not like we've never drawn before, but we've actually drawn something specific. And it's like we're bonding together of doing something challenging.
Yeah.
Our comfort zones are being challenged. That's what it was.
I like them. I think that's where it's going to go. Like you say, it's doing something different. You get a little bit too set in your ways.
Yeah. Like I look and admit, we do the very similar things. We'll go to the park, we'll play football, we'll do a bit of gardening, things like that. And we're all very content in doing them sort of things. And it's these sort of things where I'm thinking, yeah, Ava's quite good at art.
Yeah. She's creative, though. She's always been creative. So these types of things are obviously good for her progression. Yeah, stimulate. That'll do.
So who do you want to see first? I think there's got to be some sort of like run up.
Right. So let's start with Noah first. Let's go the youngest to oldest.
So Noah had like a blossom tree type thing with like a mountain scene in the background. He had grass.
Oh, nice one.
So there's his blossom tree.
Yeah,
there's his thing. There's his mountains. There's his bit of thing. We ended up picking up a brown by mistake. So it's darker green. He was using darker green, but he ended up picking up brown. I know it's brown in the picture, but I think that's where it confused him.
We can let that go because you can certainly tell that is the picture. That is the actual picture.
That's quite a picture for a 5-year-old. That's
nice work. Yeah.
So that was Noah's. Then we've got Ava's.
So Ava's was the rainbow.
Yeah.
So this is a difficult one because obviously rainbows are 7 colours. 7 colours in rainbow. Yeah. And obviously she's going to use 3.
Yeah.
And there's other bits in the trees and the sky.
So she used an orange, a green, and a blue.
Oh man, it's still the same, isn't it?
It's still. So to get around the rainbow thing, we used different types of orange.
Yeah.
Still 3 colours because we did it and then we thought, oh, if he's been really pedantic, he's going to say, no, that orange is different colours to that orange type thing.
No, because obviously shading is different colours, isn't it?
Yeah. So we had it good.
Absolutely, spot on.
Then who do you want to see next, mine or Amy's?
I want to see yours. I want to save Amy's to last because yours is the beach one, wasn't it? The sandcastle.
I tell you what, mate, I am terrible at art. I just want to put this out there. I am horrific. I have got no concept of depth perception and angles. I could never do. Do you know you used to do drawing? You used to like go into the middle of a room, didn't you? Put like a square in the middle of a room. You had to like draw a thing.
Yeah.
Mine like earthquakes been. It's horrific. I was never any good at that. So to actually produce this, I'm actually quite.
Are you proud of yourself?
I genuinely am.
I'll be the judge of that.
I genuinely am. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready? Look at that.
Oh, what?
How good is that?
That's really good.
Genuinely, how good is that?
I'll be honest, that's probably 10 times better than I would be able to do. I'm rubbish at drawing.
I honestly couldn't. And all I used was a red, but that pink and that pink it's same, because I did that first and I thought, oh, I'll just snook myself here because I don't need the pink for a while. So I put it on the handle there. And then I used the blue and I used the yellow, and that was it. To get like a different colour here, I used the yellow and the blue together, and it sort of like give me another bit.
Yeah.
So I still only use 2 colours.
3 colours. 3 colours is all you can use. But yeah, if you use.
And I barely used the red. How good's that?
Yeah.
You see me sign? Honestly, there's my pebbles.
You even signed it.
And we all signed it. Look, so Ava put hers there, and then Noah put NS for his.
Nice. Right. This is it. This is what I want to see. This is Amy's. So this is a picture of you.
Yeah, on my stag do.
On your stag do. This is it. Like this. The thing is as well, obviously art is art, innit? And it's how you perceive something. You can draw something exactly the same, or you can see it in a different element. So do you know what I mean? So I want to see how Amy sees you.
Not very good.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look.
Honestly, this is really good as well. This is better. You think that's good? This is better than mine.
Show me. Oh, what? Oh, because she's got a proper tough one there as well. Because she's
really she used like the grey as a shading, and then she's used a orange and a red.
Yeah. Oh, that's impressive. That you've actually got hair on that picture. She's really gone detailed with everything.
She even got my tattoo. I just noticed that. But like the coffee cups and stuff on the table and stuff, because it was in spoons, weren't we, at the time?
I'm well impressed.
We genuinely enjoyed doing it. It was good.
That's the idea of these, isn't it?
Yeah. And like the kids finished before us, so we was there, like me and him were still going on. They've gone to watch telly, and we're like, no, gotta keep going.
They're really good. I'm well impressed.
But yeah.
Well impressed. So I suppose that the ultimate is that you obviously passed this challenge. That's the thing, we did the 3D ones, we passed that. If you'd have come and you'd have only got 3 pictures, that'd be a fail.
Yeah.
Then I think I get a point if you fail, and vice versa.
But there's no point for winning.
No point for winning, because you've done it. You've done what you've been asked to do. You can have a point.
I don't want a point, no, because we win loads of points by the time it's finished.
Right. hit us. What is our challenge for this week?
So, you're going to push the button?
I'm going to press it. I'm going to press it big time. I'm going to press it big time.
Thank you for the drawing challenge. We really enjoyed it.
What did you enjoy about it, though?
That we got to draw.
Was it good that fact that we could only use 3 colours? It was challenging, wasn't it? Trying to figure out what to use.
Mum used 4.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. Yeah, she used yellow, orange, red, and she shaded it in with a pencil.
Uh-oh, cheater! Cheater! What colours you use then, Ava, then, for yours?
I used green, orange, and blue.
Good. What did you use, Noah, for your 3 colours?
I used green, blue, and pink.
Good stuff. Right then, so what would we give our challenge out of 10?
9 because it was hard. 9 because it was hard.
What about for enjoyment factor?
10.
10 for enjoyment. I really enjoyed it. It's one of the best ones we've done. I enjoyed it. It was nice that we all got around the table together on it and did some drawings. Right then, let's set a new challenge for them. Dum dum dum. What is it?
We challenge you to make something different out of Dad's 2 t-shirts using the sewing machine.
Well, that was good because we weren't even practiced and you was in sync with each other. You 2 twins or something?
Yeah.
Right then, so let's see what they produce. Do you reckon it'll be any good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Would you like to use the sewing machine?
Yeah.
It's tricky, innit? Yeah, I think I might struggle.
Yeah. I have a toy sewing machine. It's like a kid's one.
Might be calling him 9 Fingers Limo after this, might we? Right then, let's see how they get on then.
Bye.
Right, so that's our challenge.
Are you looking forward to it?
I've never used a sewing machine in my life, and I don't believe that Lexi or Andy has either. Lexi might have done, but I definitely haven't. It's one of them things, I've never used it. It might just be the thing I'm really good at.
I doubt it somehow. I'll put one on this table right now that you're not good at a sewing machine.
There's got to be something at some point that I find that I'm good at.
Yeah, what I will say is, when we first got the sewing machine out, me and Amy, could we Eckers work out how to use it? Took us ages.
Is this like making pizzas? It took you a while to get to the point you're at. I'm still at first base.
Literally.
Thin crust.
So I'll bring the sewing machine round so you can go, because we've got one. We've got like it's not a kids one, but it's like a minis one. So it's like a starters one. And I'll make sure it's all threaded up for you so you can't go wrong. I'll just shove the thing through.
Yeah, we're on it. We'll do it. Look forward to that. We've heard what you've learned this week.
Yeah. What have you learned this week?
I don't know if I've learned something this week, apart from obviously all the information that you've given me this evening. But what I've found, quite opposite to what your learning of this week was, is that coming out of this lockdown, I'm finding routines really good. I'm enjoying getting back into a routine. Whereas I feel like with obviously lockdown, can't do things, I feel like we're getting out of that. So this week, Lexi started back. She had a netball match this week, so I took her to that. It was nice. I've been trying to fit exercise into my week. And because I've got set work times and things now, I can do that. So I'm liking a bit of routine now. So I don't know if it's something I've learned, or maybe I've learned that I maybe do like routine rather than slap dash.
I would always say I hate being restricted by routine. But then if I've got no, I won't say purpose, but if I've not got a plan, I then just waste my days.
Yeah. I
find I do that quite easily.
I think it's just having them rough boundaries, isn't it? And going, this is what I'm working towards, but I can shape it each way. I do find that the weeks are passing so quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're nearly in June.
Yeah.
This year's gone really quick.
Yeah.
It'll be coming soon.
The big guy.
The big guy.
And his green suit. Wish he did wear a green suit.
He does. It's Coca-Cola, mate.
Coca-Cola claws. Right, next week's topic.
Tell us, Andy, what's next week's topic?
Next week's topic is what has been, or what or when has been the happiest day of your life. Right, let's do this all again next week.
Looking forward to it.
Be a good one.
As always.
Right, you keep yourself smiling.
Stay safe, my friend.
Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_ or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you have provided us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories, and keep smiling.